It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
It's Car Con Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. I'm James Van Alstyne, C&H Financial Services. You know, as business owners are adjusting to the new normal brought on by the coronavirus, C&H is here to help. They offer a variety of products, ranging from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expense associated with accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express as a form of customer payment. C&H Financial Services eTap solutions, easy to set up for your business for online ordering and curbside pickup. C&H also offers cost-effective commercial lending programs, which can help you get your business the money it needs to make it through these unprecedented times. To learn more, contact C&H Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or go to chfs.us. My guest today, it is Sophia. She is Cold Beaches. Thank you for doing this.
Of course, I'm honored.
Yeah, I was wondering if this interview would even happen. We woke up to carnage downtown, then this afternoon, a couple tornado warnings. I was starting to think that this was destined to be postponed, but here we are, and I'm glad we're together.
Yeah, I'm not in my basement anymore.
Yes. Did you retreat to the basement?
I retreated to the basement. I was scared, and my cat was like freaking out. So I was like, I had her in my hoodie, and I was just like.
Well, it was weird. I mean, looking out the window, I was seconds away from the basement. My only problem is I've got this 80-pound Bernese mountain dog who's terrified to go down the stairs. And I'm thinking, I hope things don't get to that point, because I'm going to have to carry her downstairs and she's going to resist and it's just going to be a struggle. But I was looking out the window and it was like the sky was two-tone. It was just like a black bar on top of just white. It was the most surreal cloud
There's any
formation.
Apocalypse to happen. Like, it's happening now because there's a fucking social revolution. There's like all this stuff happening. Now there's a tornado like this outside. They have the filter, the apocalyptic filter. Like, we got to get the go bag. You know.
That's it. That's it. Welcome to dystopia. We're living it. So you are not a Chicago-born person. You came here. You were on the East Coast, right?
Yes, I am an East Coast native, suburbs of Washington, D.C., and then I went to Richmond, Virginia, and now I'm here.
What brought you here? Family, friends?
It's weird. I actually didn't really think anything. I didn't even know Chicago existed, really, up until maybe a year before I moved here. And there's this local band here called Twin Peaks that I'm still friends with. And they were like, "Oh my God, why are you moving to New York? Have you ever like been to Chicago? When are you off tour? We're off tour then too. Like, come and visit." And I came here and I really liked it. And I moved here.
Okay, well, we're glad you made your home here, and always trust Twin Peaks.
Yeah, nice boys.
They're ambassadors to Chicago. Always put faith behind Twin Peaks. Drifter is the new album.
Yes.
Now, a few years ago, you did a total DIY, very lo-fi affair. Tell me what was different this time around, putting together a Drifter.
So many things. Maybe the one similarity is that I actually recorded Rooftop Honey, which is my LP from 2017, at Treehouse Records here in Chicago before I moved here, which is crazy. But
Yes.
Everything else, I guess, is different. My life was completely different. Connor was still a part of the band at the time, so I really, I was much happier, and like my problems were very, 17-year-old problems. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, other than that, the recording, the orchestration, the songwriting, everything was just so deliberate, and I was a lot more involved. Before, I just kind of had my guitar and I played 4 chords and I added, synth and MIDI drums, and this was like live recording. I was just bossing everybody around and probably driving everybody crazy, and it was very involved.
I'm just glad you've embraced the guitar so fully. I keep waiting for the guitar not renaissance, but a resurgence, like that pendulum swing back to people just far and wide making guitar based music.
Yeah, yeah, I love it.
It's the best. And let's start with Somebody. This is your anti-relationship song, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose it is.
I love the video for that. You've done a couple videos so far for the album. Is making videos a fun thing?
Yeah, it's fun. It's also stressful when you have a deadline, but it's I had a lot of fun with it. I've never done anything like that before, so it was scary and fun.
Scary in the sense of you were self-conscious going into it, or
Yeah, I didn't really know how to use any video editing software like pro video editing software. I didn't know how to do any of that. I was storyboarding at the same time as not knowing really what I was like drawing stick figures and like making little notes in a notebook, and it kind of just I kind of just winged it, and it just happened.
well, I love it. And I think it feels like because artists can't tour the way they did, all the way back in February, it feels like the time is right. The opportunity is there for video to really have another moment, for artist visions in video form to really become a thing again, a la the glory days of MTV. Like, this is how bands and musicians can express themselves these days.
Yeah.
And right out of the gate with Drifter, I mean, you've got a couple behind you. I mean, you could certainly go deeper into that album and create more videos.
Oh, they're coming.
Are they really? Like, would Band Boy be on the docket?
I can't say,
Uh-huh.
but there's a lot more where that came from for sure. I think the experiment of releasing 2 videos that I directed and edited and stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make more. But those videos I actually filmed before the pandemic, so I was really lucky that I had the footage.
Yeah.
And I was also unlucky because stuff that I wanted to reshoot never got reshot. But yeah, it's definitely, my roommate is a filmmaker and she's the one who shot it. So, I mean, we got everything we need.
Yeah, she did a great job. So let's talk. I mentioned Band Boy. This is a song. This has been in your repertoire for a while. This is an old song you changed up for this release.
Yes.
Why this is something that was obviously close to you. Like you're not done with this song. You wanted to move it forward.
Yeah. It's one of the songs that kind of stayed in our set list over the years as I came out with Stay Hungry and Stay Here. And I would always play all the new stuff. Band Boy is always one of those songs like Parliaments for Making. That's just like everybody wants to hear that song. And the thing about Rooftop Honey is it's before I really established myself as a recording artist. So the way I recorded from the beginning of Cold Beaches up to Rooftop Honey, I wasn't, it didn't sound the same. Live Cold Beaches and Rooftop Honey, aching Cold Beaches. So I was like, you know what? I did all these reduxes with Stay Here with Moldy Peach Sore Bruiser and more, and I decided to redo that one too because it's a song we play a lot, and I would love for people who may have not heard us live yet to hear what it actually sounds like these days. It's very different.
Makes sense. And the other video we didn't get into was Problems and Heartache. I got them. A dreamier song. Tell me about this song.
Problems and Heartache is a song that is probably one of the most honest on the album for sure. I wasn't feeling too good when I wrote that, and it's about escapism, of course, and it's just kind of, I don't know, I think I was just driving when I thought of that line. I was just driving probably a 16-hour drive from Austin to Phoenix, Arizona on tour, and I was like, man, problems, I got them. And I was like, that's funny. I'm going to write that one down because I'm hilarious. And it ended up being a song. But it's just about like feeling heartbroken and grieving at the same time. And like all of a sudden you're surrounded, like from being surrounded with your friends who haven't passed away yet and being in a relationship with somebody. And then within the span of a couple of weeks, like those people are just gone. It was a very hard transition for me. And, the person that I would talk about when I had, a breakup or if I lost somebody was Connor. So when that happened, I think, all these emotions kind of bubbled up inside of me, and Problems and Heartache was born. And it's just a way for me to express it in an energetic pop dream thing, and, use dancing by myself, skateboarding, all these things that I do to make myself feel better and grow and learn, you know.
So you talked about touring, making yourself feel good. We're living in this horrible dystopian time right now. How are you holding up?
I'm doing good, it was a hard transition for sure to go from playing a million songs. I think I kind of got what I deserved because I was complaining a lot. I was like, God, I just wish I had a week off from touring. Like, oh, I hate.
So this is your fault.
Yeah, this is all my fault. So sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, but it's good. I'm making a lot of music. Got a lot of new music coming up. A lot of new Cold Beaches things, new lines of merch dropping, more music videos, all that stuff. That's coming out. And so it's just been super busy now. It's just like a creative.
Now, were you busy right out of the gate when this all started, or did you have to kind of warm up to the idea of being creative again? Did you have to kind of mourn the loss of the way things were a few months ago?
Oh, I definitely mourned. My publicists and like my whole team, they were all like, "Oh, this is just gonna be like a quick 2 week thing. So your tour is booked. You're gonna leave this time, and your touring publicist is gonna do this." And I was like, "I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if this is gonna happen." And I kind of had a feeling, and then I was like, "What do you mean? There isn't a tour coming up?" Like, my brain had a error because it never happened before in my entire adult life. I graduated high school early when I was 17 to go on my first tour. So it was just like, what do I do then? Like, I just made a record. Do I have to make another record then? Like, if I can't tour, do I just keep doing that? And so I just played a lot of video games and read a lot of books. And then after like a couple of weeks of that, it just went.
And you said it. I mean, there's no blueprint for how to be a successful artist in general. And there's certainly no blueprint for navigating through all this. You just kind of have to bully your way through it.
Totally. Yeah.
All right. So if people want to support you and hear you, and they should, this album, Drifter, is fantastic. It's the right album for the right time. I love what you did.
Yeah.
For people who want to support you, where do they go? What do they do?
You can go on coldbeaches.bandcamp.com to order my album Drifter, and you can follow me on Facebook, Cold Beaches Music, and Instagram, cold.beaches, for updates and, Instagram live sessions where I give updates on the merch drops and all of that, and live streams. And also, I guess the other thing is I'm doing a lot of like fun new content where I'm going to be giving guitar tutorials on
that's great.
Cold Beaches songs. So if you want to shred on Parliaments or something.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, thank you for doing this. I'm going to stop the Facebook Live. Thank you, everybody who's been watching there.